But that after the drama of Saturday. As you can see, 9 games yet to get an away win this weekend. Brentford will hope to change that, of course, in the Monday Night Football. Arsenal beaten for the 2nd away game in a row. Manchester City beaten for the first time in 33 Premier League games. Ipswich denied their first win of the season late on by Leicester. Liverpool coming back from a goal down to beat Brighton. Nottingham Forest winning again. Southampton getting their first victory back in the big time, and Wolves are held 2-2 in the end by Palace at Molineux. Earlier on, we brought you Spurs beating Villa 4-1, that after Villa led at half-time by 1-0, 1-1 at Old Trafford. And as I say, the Monday Night Football, followed by a final word, is the London derby between Fulham and Brentford. So Liverpool lead the way, 2 clear of the champions Manchester City. Then there's a 4-point gap. So both Chelsea and indeed Aston Villa have missed a chance to go into the top 3 this weekend. Forest are still there in 3rd. Remember, they've not been there at this stage of the season since 1998. But Chelsea do nudge their way into the top 4. They're above Arsenal on goal difference. Villa then in 6th. That means that Manchester United still in the bottom half of the table, still on 12 points now from 10 games. And after 10 games, that's their worst points tally since Sir Alex Ferguson arrived at Manchester United. And 2 teams.
Is well played. Do you leave here disappointed, or was that a good result for Chelsea?
First we want to win the game, because it was important for us. If we won the game, maybe we want to a third place in the table. But yeah, it's good. 1 point. Amazing.
And I feel like you only score great goals. There was that incredible goal that a lot of people will remember against Bournemouth last season, and now this today. What are you thinking as the ball's dropping out of the sky?
Yeah, I'm grateful with God first, because without Him it's impossible to do these things. I'm so happy for the goal and for the equalize, because we didn't lose the game.
And of course, you're player of the match today. Do you think we're now seeing your best football in a Chelsea shirt? Maybe it took a little bit of time.
Yeah, always at the beginning stuff, but now it's a great moment for me. I'm getting better and better, and I'm so happy.
And I'm told you've been waiting a while for your first Player of the Match award. Incredibly, is this your first one in England?
No, the second one. The first one was when I scored from the half wall lane.
Of course you got it that day. Of course you did. Yeah. Okay, well here's number 2. Well played today.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Moises.
Of course, knows him extremely well, and he seems a really good character. You pleased for him with the football he's playing at the moment?
Yeah, he's a really nice person. Humble, very humble. Just wants to learn, wants to improve, wants to fight for the team. Got an edge about him on the pitch, so he's not the Mr. Nice Guy, but as a human being, he's a top. Fantastic, really pleased for him. And you talked earlier about the expectancy and change of club. Do you think the fee as well, which was enormous, might have affected him in any way? Well, I think it's only natural that there's a bit of pressure and a bit of outside noise. And as I said before, Chelsea were going through a transition period, so he's in there. The team's trying to function better than it was. He's come with £100 million, whatever the number was in the end. And then sometimes you look at that and you expect a lot for that type of money. Obviously, Moises isn't really that type of player, although he's just scored a couple of fantastic goals if you look at his highlights. But most of the time, he's the guy that lets other players play better. Gets in good positions as a central midfield player, can deal with the big spaces, but wins the ball back. So for 100 million, as well, when everything's not functioning brilliantly, there can be some sort of maybe some pressure on him. But I think it's a testament to his character that he's come through that, and now you're seeing the quality that he has. He was only 23 yesterday as well. Do you like him? Is he on the upward trajectory now?
Yeah, I like him. I really do. I mean, out of position, I think he's fantastic. I mean, I wouldn't want to play against him out of position. In position, I don't think he's going to hurt you with a ball. His range of passes is not the best. But he certainly gives everything, leaves nothing on that pitch. Does he train every day like he plays? Yeah, and that was the bit with him to start with. It was just, he come from Ecuador. And it's just the intensity of training every day in the Premier League. It took him by surprise a bit. He actually went on loan to a team in Belgium, down the bottom of the league. Didn't go so well. He played, but the team was struggling down the bottom. So it just took a little bit of time for him just to
adapt. We always knew he had the quality. It was just the intensity and the difference. He's got the physical capacity, just getting used to it.
He looks like a player who's got no self-indulgence. He's not trying to perform well for himself. He just wants to give everything for the team. And I think that his teammates will appreciate that. Certainly when there's a lot of superstars, you know, and you talked about the fee, Steve, it's easy to get carried away with yourself and think, oh, I've got to try something different now. And perhaps he did when he first went in there. He thought, you know, I've got to do a little bit more than just run about on the pitch and break the game up. But that's good enough. If he's doing it and he's got the cocktail around him, he's got like Cole Palmer, he can give the ball to him, and Wacky, you know, and they're getting there, you know, with the cultured players. But he's got to know what he's good at, and what he's good at is what he showed us today. You know, is giving everything for the cause.
Played with him, they speak very highly of him.
Yeah, look, he's the type of player you want to play with. When you know you play in that position, whether you're the attacking midfielder next to him or you're number 10 in front of him, he's the type that you need. I didn't feel any of the midfield players there really took control of the game. I think that's probably why it was such a poor game in quality, really, because when you're in that number 10 position, and I've done it, if your midfield players can't get control of the ball, you're almost a waste of time being at number 10. You can go in all these areas wherever you want, but if there's no control from your midfield players, then you become irrelevant in the game, unemployed virtually. And you saw today with the two best players on the pitch from Manchester United is Bruno Fenandes, most creative player, and on the other side Cole Palmer, both really quiet today. And that's a subsequent reason why is because there was just no control from them. Four midfield players. I thought Ugarte was okay, fouled, too many fouls, couple of nice bits. Casemiro was probably United's best player on the day, again with that pass, and played his position quite well. A little bit disappointed with Lavia today. I thought he was a little bit better than that. Well, look, he's had an off day today, let's say. Caicedo probably was best of the four, but I don't think it was that difficult to be the best out of them four today.
Okay.
At half-time between Manchester United and Chelsea, Olivia Rodrigo is watching on from the stands, and we've got Cardi B in the studio as well.
Wow.
Roy, Frank, wow. Jamie, all here with the thing. Frank, do you want to start with Madueke's chance for Chelsea?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, it was. Well, it's a good chance, but I think it fell to probably. I know Noni have worked with him. Maybe his head in the box is not his best attribute, and it's not always easy when he goes above the near post area. Maybe he's reacted quite late himself. There's a bit of pushing and pulling in a few areas in this one. Gets a little bit of contact. I think this could be chalked off because of the push on Casemiro in front of him. But by the time it gets to him, as I say, I think maybe not one of his best attributes, heading it beyond the first post a little bit, doesn't get round it enough.
Yeah, they were sort of asking for a penalty here. Obviously, VAR looked at it. This is Colwell coming together with Martinez, and that's how Mike Dean described it. Are we sure that's not a penalty?
Yeah, absolutely not. There's actually probably a push on Casemiro, even if they do score. So no penalty for Chelsea there.
No, worth looking at and worth clearing up, because VAR did take a look at it. But Manchester United have had chances in this game. Half chances.
It's been flat. It really has. I think we all expected a bit more looking at these two sides. This is obviously one of the better moments. Rashford there does a nice bit of skill, plays it across the front. Can't quite work his feet out there. But Bruno Fenandes. This is another good piece of play. You're thinking to Garnacho, right? You've got time. Set yourself. Do something. He puts it straight in the keeper's hands. And this one at the back post, Frank, I think this is a good piece of play. Ugarte picks it up. Just want a little bit more composure, a bit more quality on this finish.
Yeah, so this is obviously the free kick on the edge of the box, obviously, and Boylan gets his shot away, but it's the chance right at the end here for Rashford. And I think we talk about confidence here, maybe. For me, that's technique. I think he's too upright on that. Slightly leaning up. I'd like to see him get his body over the ball completely. You might end up hitting that into the ground. Yeah. You might end up scoring in the far post. He's a little bit relaxed on it. And as I say, whether you can question even the Garnacho one, is that confidence, or is that where they need to be doing that little bit more? Sometimes you've got to fight to get confidence, where you maybe hit that into the ground. People go, that was a lucky finish.
Conviction.
How you finish.
Conviction. Almost casual with the chance.
Yeah.
That's been a poor game.
Yeah.
Lack of quality
sloppy,
on both sides.
We said it's like watching a game in COVID with no crowd. There's no atmosphere, no energy. You know what I mean? They need more. The players have got to do more. The game, to be honest, I think the game is here for Chelsea if they just show a little bit more impetus.
I hit them all.
Teleport's ready.
Minus 50 for guys and minus.
Inside, كده inside.
يا رب أؤمن ما يسموك شيء.
كده؟
There.
Reloading.
يا ابن اللعيبه بالجزء.
Spike down A.
اخويا المطرقع.
30 seconds left.
الدبل كيل دي والله بس ضاعت. نيو كلو تفكر. لسه هجيلك من تحت. الاثنين التانيين اخر تحت. واحد مات. التاني مات يا ولد. اه يا اسطى فالاسهم الاثنين. الأوب بتاعتي ما عملتش ايه؟ الأوب بتاعتي يلا. الأوب بتاعتي يلا.
No I didn't want you to drop.
بس بلعب مع تيم بهايم.